So when it comes to designing a strength workout, you just have to understand that there's a couple different categories of exercises, and it's really simple. You might have heard this before, you might not have heard this before, but think about there's push and there's pull, and you can break these down into vertical push-pull or horizontal push-pull. So vertical push would be something like an overhead press or dumbbell press. A vertical pull would be something like chin up or lat pull down. A horizontal push would be something like bench press or push-ups. A horizontal pull would be something like barbell rows or a cable seated row, horizontal versus vertical. From there, we have leg exercises. So we have knee dominant, things where our knee generally bends and we're working generally the front of our legs, our quads. So things like squats and lunges where our knee is bending, versus a Romanian deadlift where our knee, it's kind of bending a little bit, but it's not really bending that much, as well as it's targeting our posterior chain, our hamstrings, and our glutes. So we're going to split up legs into knee dominant and hip dominant exercises. Knee dominant, again, working the quads mostly, and hip dominant, again, mostly working the hamstrings and glutes. And then from there, we have what I would call just core / weird / carry / kind of exercises. So core exercise is very self-explanatory. Planks, side planks, pal-off presses. Carries, we have farmer carries. You have all sorts of different variations of farmer's carries. And then we have like kind of weird exercises that don't quite fit the mold exactly, but are kind of core exercises and kind of not exercises. Things like bear crawls, kind of a core exercise, but not really. It's kind of weird, catch-all kind of thing. Things like Turkish get-ups, again, kind of a core exercise, not really, works a bunch of different muscles at once. So things like that. So I just have five kind of like categories that I pull from, as well as then from there I'll also have like just accessory, kind of like an accessory category, like things like bicep curls, tricep extensions, lateral raises, calf raises, things like that. So like some isolation work to target areas that people may want to build up a little bit more, just kind of, again, depending on their goals. So these 5/6 categories are where I draw the workout from and how I make up the workout. And it's very brain dead stupid when it comes to that. You just pick one exercise from each category, and I pick two from the core / weird category. So for instance, we want push, pull, knee dominant, and then we want hip dominant, core, and weird. Or it probably wouldn't make sense to structure it that way. It'd make more sense to do like push, knee dominant, core, pull, hip dominant, core. Very simple. Someone who's just getting started with training, they're going to be like, I don't even know what to do anyways, just tell me what to do. Even someone who's pretty experienced at training, like I've had people who are trained, like high school, college athletes who follow us, and they do fantastic with something this simple, because it's simple. It's brain dead simple, and it's very few exercises, so they can push themselves really hard during the workout. So don't get caught up too much on the fact that it looks really simple. It might look really simple to you. However, to the client, they're not even going to understand what's going on. They're just going to know they're there to work out and then go home after that. So very simple structure, which we'll dive into a little bit more next.